How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets and bringing you my over under picks for the NFL Week 9. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share. Can't thank you guys enough for all the new subscribers on YouTube, all the new followers on Twitter. I can't thank you guys enough. Didn't have much success on the Thursday night game. I did have a couple of parlays. Pretty much everything hit except Jalen Hurts didn't get that touchdown that we needed. And then on another parlay, I believe Damian Pierce didn't get the touchdown. Weird game. The Texans were definitely in it. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles went to 8-0. Took care of business, but it was a kind of weird game. I definitely knew that Miles Sanders was going to run wild. Didn't know that Damian Pierce was going to get that many rushing yards. I think he got close to 100 or over 100. But on to the next one. Again, these are my over-under picks. So I took kind of a 17-leg parlay here with kind of mixing and matching over and unders. So for the Atlanta and the Chargers game, I got the under 58.5. And over 28.5. I think both teams could score. I don't see Atlanta putting up 30 points again, even though the Chargers defense hasn't been that great. I just don't see them putting up 30 plus points. I think Chargers might get to like 27. Falcons might get to like 14, 15, 14 to 17 points. That's what I'm kind of thinking. That's gonna go under 58.5 and obviously over 28.5. Then for the Panthers and the Bengals, I got the over 27.5 and under 57.5. Again, another game where I don't see Carolina putting up, 30, 27 points, 28 points. I see the Bengals probably putting up, again, 24, 27, maybe even 30 on Carolina. They play much better at home. I don't see Carolina putting up more than like 20 points in this game. So I think those two could hit. Then in the Minnesota Commanders game, kind of the same picks I have for the Chargers and the Atlanta game. Over 26.5, under 56.5. Again, I think the Commanders look much better with Taylor Heinicke. I think I mentioned to you guys I picked him up in two of my fantasy leagues, and he has done well. I see the Vikings winning this game like a 27 to 20 type game, 23 to 17, 23 to 14 type game. Again, the Minnesota Vikings defense can be had, but I don't think the Commanders are going to keep up with them. And I don't see this game being, crazy high scoring, like in like a 34-32 type game, 34 to 27 type game. I don't see it. So that's why I took those picks. Then I took the Jets and the Bills. I took them over 25.5, under 63.5. I played it a little bit more safer on this one just because the Bills, I know they can score, but the Jets defense is good. We got to give them credit. They're a good defense. The offense is not as good. They'll probably score like 14, 17, maybe 20. The Bills are probably going to score 30, 31. Maybe they'll get to like 27, 28. So I can see that under 63.5 hitting. I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game at all. Sorry about that, guys. I just clicked off the picks. So then for the Colts and New England game, this one kind of worries me because in the they do have Ellinger, Sam Ellinger, I believe that's his name. He played pretty decent last week. I just don't see him scoring that much on the New England defense. I did take the game over 21.5 and under 53.5. I think New England could probably get 24, 23, maybe 21 points. The Colts can, muster up 10 to 14 points, and that'll hit the over 21.5. But I don't see this game going very high scoring at all. Then I took the Raiders and the Jaguars game over 34.5. This one scares me a little bit just because of what the Raiders looked last week. But we can't look at things like that. We have to, look at the bigger picture. The Raiders just don't travel well. They laid an egg against New Orleans, but I think they'll be able to score against the Jaguars here, and I think that over is going to hit. The Green Bay and Detroit game, again, when we're betting Detroit, 9 times out of 10, we're going to bet the over. This is not the actual game over, but I took it an alternate over, 41.5 points. Even though Green Bay's offense hasn't looked insanely great, they actually look pretty bad. Their run game is good. Their pass offense is slacking right now. But I think this game is going to go over that 41.5 points. I just don't see how Green Bay can struggle against a really bad Detroit Lions defense. And Detroit is going to, like I said in previous videos, Detroit's going to keep coming. You know, even when they were down, I think it was like 30, I think they lost 39-0 against New England. They kept throwing it. They kept coming, and that's why New England kept scoring, because Detroit's either going to score or they're going to turn the ball over and the other team is going to score. So I think if you're betting Detroit games, usually 9 times out of 10, I'll tell you to bet the over. When it comes to Miami against Chicago, I got the over 36.5. I think Miami should be able to get at least 27 in this game. Chicago, they just traded two of their best defensive players. Raekwon Smith is one of my favorite players in the league. He's now in where did he go? Drawing a blank where he went, but either way, Chicago's defense is going to take a hit for sure. Miami, again, they're going to score like 27 points in this game. Chicago has looked better offensively. I think they can actually score at least 17 to 20 points in this game. Keep it a little close. Fields has looked better. So I think the over is going to hit there. Then Seahawks and Arizona, again, the first game we were wrong. We took the over in that game. I think the over-under was 49.5. That game ended up being like 19-9. But for some reason, Arizona just plays better away from home. I think they just broke a streak of a losing streak at home, which is kind of surprising. I think they lost like 8 straight at home. They just play better away, and I think both of these teams are going to score. Seattle's going to run the ball. Arizona's going to throw the ball, and I think this is going to hit an over. The Rams and Buccaneers game, just a heads up, guys, this game is ugly. If you want to take that one off, take it off, because even at 22.5, I'm feeling scared. Rams are not looking good. Cooper Kupp is injured. The run game is a mess. Cam Akers, first he wasn't on the team. Now he's back on the team. Now they're kind of negotiating with him to come back. Again, Cooper Kupp is hurt. Don't know if he's supposed to play, but don't know how much he's going to play and how valuable he's going to be in that game. Everything else is, kind of a toss-up for the Rams on offense. Buccaneers, again, haven't looked good on offense. This game it's going to be a mess. I don't know what to make of this game, but I don't see this game being under 22.5. I think both teams should get at least 14 to 17 points at least. And I took the over there, but don't bet that game, guys. That game has ugliness written all over it. Then I took over 44.5 in the Kansas City Tennessee game. I think Kansas City is going to score enough here. Tennessee, we don't know if Tannehill's coming back, but even if he doesn't come back, I think Tennessee Titans could have success running the ball with Derrick Henry. And I think the over is going to hit there. Then for the Ravens and Saints game, I took the under 54.5. We've seen all these primetime games go under pretty much. The Ravens, again, going to run the ball. The Saints are probably going to try to keep it conservative. I don't see how this game is going to be high scoring. I don't see it at all. Then for the next game, let me see here. I did a few other ones here with the over-unders. Yeah, so I took this one, tech leg parlay. I took the under 49.5 in the Bills-Jets game. I took the under 45.5 in the Colts-New England game. Again, I don't think that game is going to be very high scoring. Over 40.5 in the Miami Dolphins-Chicago Bears game. Then I took the over 45.5 Detroit-Green Bay. I took the under 52.5 Commanders-Vikings. That one worries me a little bit again because the Vikings defense is not great, but I don't see the Commanders scoring too much here. I think it should come under the 52.5. Then I took the under 51.5 Bengals Carolina, under 58.5 Chargers Falcons, and then I took the under 40.5 in the Raiders, over 40.5 in the Raiders Jaguars game, and I took the over 43.5 Seahawks Arizona, under 60.5 Baltimore Ravens against the Saints. $11 to win 221. When it comes to the kind of the straight up bets in terms of over unders, I like the under in the Colts Patriots game. I also like the under in the Bills Jets game. I like the over in the Chicago Bears Miami game. Also like this one. This one I'm gonna take the alternate over, just because 50 points is a lot, especially for Green Bay's the offense that's kind of lacking. So I'm gonna take an alternate over, and I'm gonna take it at over 37.5. And then for the Vikings Commanders game again, Vikings defense could be had. I'm gonna take the alternate over here, and I'm gonna say maybe Vikings score 24, 26. Commanders score like 13. So I'm gonna take over 34.5 in that one. Actually, I'm gonna do 36.5. I think that game could go over 36.5. Carolina against the Bengals. I'm gonna go under. Bengals are probably gonna score like 24, 27. Carolina's probably gonna score like 13 points. I don't see them scoring much. Cincinnati plays much better at home. I'm gonna take the under there. I'm gonna take the under in the Chargers Falcons game again. Kind of gave you some reasons why there. This one scares me a little bit too because both teams have been struggling offensively. So I'm gonna take the alternate over, and I'm gonna do it at over 34.5. And then in the Seahawks Arizona game, again, I think both teams are gonna score, but to play it safe, I'm gonna take the alternate over, and I'm gonna take it over 35.5. Rams Buccaneers. This game I'm skipping. Just I just can't. I can't bet that game. That game is ugly. Alternate total points for the Titans Chiefs game. I'm gonna take the over 32.5 just to play it safe. And then for the Ravens Saints game, I'm gonna take the under as well. So those are the picks there. Colts New England under 40.5, under 45.5 Bills Jets, over 45.5 Chicago Bears Miami, Green Bay Packers Detroit Lions over 37.5, Minnesota Commanders 36.5 over, under 32.5 Cincinnati Panthers, under 49.5 Falcons Chargers, over 34.5 Raiders Jacksonville, over 35.5 Seahawks Arizona, over 32.5 Kansas City Titans, and then under 47.5 Ravens and the Saints. In all, I'm gonna bet $2 to potentially win $200.1160. So that's gonna do it there, guys, for the over plays for Week 9 of the NFL. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on the notifications. I get a few messages and DMs on Twitter regarding the videos. Are you making a video today? Are there any picks? Just put on the notifications for the channel. Subscribe. Turn on notifications for my Twitter page, which is at Manny Fresh Bets. Soon as I post something, you're gonna get a notification. It's gonna come up right to your iPhone, to your any type of phone you got is gonna come up there. You get the notifications. You don't even have to ask me. But if you have another question you got, you thinking about a game, particular spread, a particular player prop that you want to ask me about, definitely send me a message. Follow me on Twitter, send me a message or a comment on the YouTube video. Definitely appreciate all of that. In terms of the challenge, I know a few of you guys asked me about it yesterday. I didn't see any value with anything that I liked on the NBA or the NFL, the Thursday night game. So I didn't play one. We still have, I think it's $30.80 that we won, or $37.80, something like that. So we're on the third leg. We're going to do a challenge tomorrow to try to get to the fourth leg, and so on and so forth until we get to $1,800 for that 8-leg challenge. Again, guys, can't thank you guys enough. God bless. Take care. Hopefully, we'll make some money with these on Sunday for NFL in week 9. Take care, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, and God bless.